I finally did it. I finally came back and got time to record another video. Now I have to make another stale Eminem meme, but I mean, who cares? I'm back. If out of the 28 of you that actually care about me being here in the first place. Anyway, new Spy School video. You guys have probably been waiting for this because the first one got over 50 views. Thank you for that. And let's get into it. Ambi versus Revolver. Let's go. Roll the intro.
I wonder what you...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Floof, and I'm glad to be back making this video. It's about time that I made a third Spy School, considering the last one I made was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But today I wanted to do a little compare and contrast against two of the Spy's best weapons, one that's extremely underrated, and one that every noob seems to pick up and think that they're a god with, even though they landed 2 headshots the entire game. Yeah, it was all us at one point, let's admit. Alright. Starting off in one corner, we got the Revolver. 40 base damage, 60 max damage when you shove the barrel down their fucking throats, and when you're standing far away, you get 21 when you land the body shot. You can only land body shots, all it can do. It's got 0.58 seconds between shots and a 1.25 second spread recovery. There are no real downsides besides the fact that in competitive it can't crit, and it does 120 damage on that crit, and it's a really good weapon overall. What I like about the Revolver the most and why I use it more than the Ambi is, well, one, I can't aim for shit. That doesn't help my case at all. But also, the fact that it's damage consistency. And although with the Ambi you could argue the same, it requires a higher skill cap, and with me having no skill whatsoever in hit scan weapons, that's why I play Junkrat in Overwatch and Spy in Team Fortress 2, ladies and gentlemen. All you have to do is click backs or spam choke points, depending on which one you're playing. All I have to do is, just load shots into a pyro when they're at medium to close range, which is where it excels at, and that's what I liked about it the most. It could do 50 shots from, like, a medium distance, 50 damage shots, and it could just wipe entire classes in 3 shots. You could wipe a heavy in a clip if you're shoving it down his throat, you know, like you do. And that's why I love this thing. It's best used at that close to medium range, and if you try to do it at long range, it'll still get some decent poke damage off. I mean, 21 damage a shot, that's a whole clip to kill a scout, but it kills the scout. So think of it that way. Super reliable weapon. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Can never be buffed nor nerfed, so it can't be touched. Just learn to get used to that. Trust me, it's the most underrated Revolver in the game. Alright, now on to the Ambi. Now, I have a lot of things to say about the Ambassador. One, it's probably the greatest spy revolver in the game, but only if you're good with it. I'm going to say that again. It's the greatest spy revolver in the game, but only if you're good with it. That last part of the phrase, but only if you're good with it, basically means that if you're not stabby or something like that, and you can't land headshots one after another, almost like every time, then I don't say don't use it, I just say don't call yourself a god for using it. The Ambassador. Minus 15% damage penalty, which means the damage fall off at maximum is going to be 18, the base damage 36, the max ramp up 56. It's going to have a bit of a damage penalty, it's going to be nice. I'm not sure if those numbers are right now looking at them, the math seems a little off, but whatever. It crits on headshots, but the damage penalty still applies in this, meaning minus 102, not minus 120. It has a slower firing speed, no random crits, cause that's the best way to banish your weapon, and has headshot cooldown of 0.95 seconds compared to the 1.25 seconds of the Revolver. Shots instead, though, shoot once every 0.696969 forever seconds, and the crits on headshots make you a ranged attacker. That is the key thing for the Ambassador, and that's the thing that a lot of people think that it does, and they're right. It is a ranged weapon. You're going to be doing a lot more with medium to long range than you are at close range, per se. Because if you're at close range and you're just spamming shots, well, I mean, might as well just carry your Revolver. It does more damage anyways, and if you're spamming shots, you're not even, using the actual aiming part of the Ambassador, you know, the entire thing that the weapon's designed around. And besides the fact that it's got a thing of Scout's mom on the side, who thought of that? Good lord. Anyway, besides that, it's just amazing. Everybody loves it. Everybody and their mother loves this weapon. It's probably the most overrated weapon in the game.
Because they like to show off their sweet skills that they got from Call of Duty.
Even though this is a completely different game with completely different mechanics, they still think that they could pull it off. It's silly. It really is. It's really funny watching an Ambi player that can't aim. I'm like, dude, just pick up the revolver. It's so much better. You could do so much more. But yeah. As the revolver is great when trick stabbing is not an option, you might as well carry it if you're a constant trick stabber, much like I kind of am, to be honest. I like to say that, like, trick stabbing consistently gets you caught more, and it does, but I still do it anyways. I have problems. But the main thing you want to do for the ambassador is to go for picks with it. That is the biggest thing. Like, you literally, like, my biggest tip for the ambassador, and this is just my personal experience while using it, is you can get picks from the range, like any range that you want. You be as far away as you need to be. And as long as you're a certain distance, like respawn timers, like what, 15 seconds or so or something like that, something crazy, you can pick up the pyro from the range, walk in, and just kill everything else before the pyro even gets a chance to respawn. You can kill your target, you can get out of there. Especially in competitive, you see it used a lot, well, mainly because they got the skill to use it, not only, but they're going to see like a lot of similar ways to use that weapon. They're going to get their picks that they want, or they can just go full-on gun spy, just throw the knife away, you don't even need it. That's usually paired up with a dead ringer, and... Alright, this bit's probably going to be awkwardly thrown in there, and frankly I don't care. But I really want to elaborate on Gun Spy. So Gun Spy, for those who don't know, is a spy who uses gun only. It can work for both the Revolver and the Ambassador, just to let you guys know. For all my Revolver fans out there, I'm watching ya. That was horrifying, I'm sorry, but yeah. The Gun Spy is mainly used for the Ambassador. It's paired up with the Dead Ringer, so that way you could pick off shots, pick off people, and get a great escape. That is the biggest thing. You probably see me do it a lot because that's probably the best way I know how to play with the Ambassador without pulling out my knife a lot. And that is the main way to like practice with the Ambassador. Pair it up with a Your Eternal Reward, the practice knife, and just start slamming shots down people's heads. It's great. It's a great feeling once you land a few in a row. Yeah, it's a... God, I love the Ambi. It's so great. That's why I have a gold one, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it's just great. And for knife aggression on the Ambi, you're really gonna want to be using knife only. You can, I'm not saying that you can't, you can spam shots with the Ambi, like I said earlier. But I mean, it would just, if you're just gonna keep doing that in bad situations, like I do all the time, then you might as well just carry the stock revolver anyways, because the damage output's gonna be better. It's gonna be more consistent. That's really all I have to say about both these weapons. So to conclude, I guess. To conclude, both revolvers are awesome, so don't go in the comments section saying,
Oh, talk took Mr. Floofman, you totally are roasting the ambassador, the revolver, what?
No, I'm not. I'm pretty sure I didn't say one bad thing about either side of these. I just kind of speculated on my personal opinions of me using both weapons, etc., etc., etc. Both weapons are great, but both weapons are also situational, especially the ambassador. Not as situational as the, like, something like the L'Étranger or the Crutchback and stuff like that. But every gun has its place, and both can be good in all situations. But using one more advantageously to the way it's designed can really help you out in the long run. That's pretty much all I wanted to cover. My name is Floof. Like and subscribe and stuff. Do the normal stuff a normal YouTuber would tell you to do. I'm not normal. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Know what you got, you rascal.